Okay, so we're going to now plant some strawberries. You will have received 2 strawberry plants. They should look somewhat like this. Some of them may have growth with leaves, or some of them may just be more severely cut like this, but they're very vigorous plants, so don't worry too much about that. It's the root ball that really is where all the energy is. So let's get planting. We're going to have to spread them out fairly well, because they'll run once they start to grow in the soil very, very quickly. So again, with a trowel or with your hand, just dig, a good distance down into the soil here, probably sort of 7 or 8 inches. And when you have the root like that, try and give it enough space so that you're just letting it spread a bit underneath, right? And you're planting essentially right up here to the crown of the strawberry, and firm it good and firm in there so it's got a good hold, but don't plant it too deep down that you can't actually see the stems above the ground. The other one, right, you're given a gap there of roughly a foot, 12 inches, 10, 12 inches, and just slightly in from the edge again, good and deep, and get the root ball right down and firm it up nicely. Now in about 6 or 8 weeks time, you may start to see some runners like this coming up in other parts of the bed. And strawberries are great, they're very vigorous like that. Now the choice you have is, if the rest of the bed is growing, is you can let these come on and you'll have more strawberry plants. Or if you find they're getting on top of the rest of the plants, is to cut these out, because they will actually become full plants on their own. They'll pop up, you may not see the runner, it may be under the ground, and all of a sudden you'll just see growth coming up elsewhere. Now the suggestion is that you cut them off, you bring it back to the actual plant and cut them off at the plant. And the reason essentially for that is, if you do that, you're going to get far better strawberry growth on the plant itself. You can use these once you've cut them off, and you can repot them, and they're great, and then you can create extra strawberry plants that you can plant elsewhere in the garden. But it's a really vigorous crop, and it'll grow very, very quickly once it starts getting going. So that's it really with strawberries, it's as simple as that.